Hey guys, and welcome back to Agatha Christie's The ABC Murders. And so, let's see what it says right here. It says, go to Scotland Yard. So we're going to go to Scotland Yard. I believe we're going to go in this little taxi.
To Scotland Yard, please.
Yes. So we're going to figure out who might be the next person killed by this serial killer. London, 1935, July. Let's see here what this says. Inform Jap about the B letter. Okay. Anybody? I guess we... Is that Scotland Yard?
Like all hunters, Hastings has always been fascinated by weapons.
And he's looking at the guns.
Jap has invested a great deal in his career.
Look at all those medals. He really got a lot of medals. Medals board. Shooting trophy. Order of Merit dispatch. He's really had a big career.
Jap is an investigator greatly respected by his peers.
I wonder if there's anything else to look at. Maybe this? It's a map.
London. I really like this city. One thing is certain, you never get bored here. Alice Asher was murdered in Andover. The ABC killer's first murder.
Let's see here. It was green for a reason. Maybe because of this? No, I checked all those. Okay, I want to see if there's anything over here to look at. We can look at him.
Jap appears to be snowed under.
Has a lot of work, it looks like. Piles of files. Cup of cold tea. Telephone off the hook. He doesn't want anyone more to call him.
Jap appears to already be overloaded with work. My news is not going to improve matters. Bonjour, Chief Inspector. I am afraid we have some bad news. I have just received another letter signed ABC. The next crime will be on the 25th in Bexhill-on-Sea.
Are you completely sure it's from the same person?
I have compared the two letters. There is no doubt about it.
I suppose you think he's going to carry out his threats.
I fear so.
Good God, Poirot. Bexhill is very busy at this time of year, and we have no idea who the next victim will be.
The next victim's name will start with a B.
I suspect that the name of the second victim will start with B.
What on earth makes you think such a thing?
I thought about it when I saw the name Asher clearly written over the shop door of the unfortunate woman who was murdered in Andover last month. When I received the letter mentioning Bexhill, I deduced that the victim, like the town, might have been chosen by alphabetical order.
So it's an alphabet fiend. I'm going to have a list drawn up of all the people whose name starts with B. I hope there aren't too many of them.
Bien. We should leave you to work, Chief Inspector.
You have a few days to prepare yourself.
Thank you for coming, my friends.
And he's gonna have his work cut up for him, because I bet there's a lot of people named with the start of B.
Poirot?
Chief Inspector Jap, your call does not bode well.
Indeed, we have just found the body of a young woman on the beach in Bexhill. An ABC was placed on the body.
We'll be there as soon as possible.
So we have another murder in Bexhill. It's near the English Channel. July 25th, 1935. Talk to Jap, it says.
Bexhill is a delightful town. It would be nice to come back and visit.
I do not entirely agree. Walking at the beach damages my shoes, and it hurts my knee.
So the years have not spared you, my friend. It's the same for all of us.
That is exactly what I said to myself when I saw you back from your travels.
Poirot!
Do not be offended, Hastings. I can see Jap waiting for us. And from his face, I would say that things are not looking good.
Okay, let me see.
Bexhill seems to be a pleasant little town.
Modern bungalows. Seafront. And Victorian house.
Bexhill is a pretty little seaside resort with elegant architecture, although personally I prefer more modern buildings.
It is really pretty. I want to see if... Where's that? Oh, it's a taxi.
What are you doing, Poirot? Jap's waiting for us.
I didn't know that was just for the taxi. I thought that you could just go over there. So how is the victim killed is our first thing, but we don't have any clues yet. I'm still investigating the area. And then talk to Jap is our objective for chapter 2. I'm just curious. I like to look around at everything. Make sure I don't miss any goodies. Side content. Oh, Ginger Cat Restaurant. I'd like to go inside.
I have a few more details I wish to clarify before visiting the Ginger Cat.
So I really should look at the body then. Before I do much anything else. At least I know the Ginger Cat Restaurant's over there. Go down the stairs.
How do you do, gentlemen?
Chief Inspector?
I fear your admirer has struck again, Poirot. We haven't yet identified the victim, but it's a young woman, 20 to 25 years old. Death occurred last night between 11:30 and 1 o'clock, and we found an ABC guide on the body.
Was she pretty?
Come on, Poirot, that's rather out of place. It has no bearing on the murder.
Are you certain? For women, it is often the most important thing. It often decides their destiny.
The body hasn't been moved. You can see for yourself.
Has the press been informed?
Not yet, but I'm planning to. I haven't yet informed them about the presence of the ABC guide in Andover.
Nobody has reported a young woman missing?
Not for the moment.
No witnesses, I imagine.
Indeed. We've asked everybody who may have met a young woman fitting her description last night to come and see us, but I have little hope of gaining anything from it.
It's early days, Chief Inspector, and the news may not have spread around the town yet.
I hope you're right, Hastings.
Well, what was she doing out at 11 and 1 a.m.? In those days, things weren't open late like they are today. And by herself, that's not very safe. So, maybe that's what got her killed, is being out late at night. Examine the crime scene. Look.
There is no doubt about it. Bexhill has one of the most beautiful beaches in the area.
Okay, it looks like she was strangled, probably with that yellow cord.
These marks have been left by a rope or a braided cloth.
Right, this?
A braided seat belt. It may have belonged to the victim.
It looks like it was around her waist.
This key is too small to be one for a house. Without a doubt, it is for a padlock.
Maybe on one of the bungalows?
The guide is open at the page for the Bexhill train times. The young woman wasn't wearing shoes or a coat and was not carrying a bag. That's strange.
That is strange.
Either the
nighttime.
murderer stole her belongings or she put them somewhere safe. Maybe so that she could bath.
Bath.
She was a great beauty. Strange that chap didn't notice it. Apart from the marks on her neck, there are no signs of the struggle. She didn't manage to hit her assailant.
She probably didn't even know it was coming.
And get how brain cells to work.
How was the victim killed? Well, we know... Not that. The victim had marks on her neck, or the braided silk belt, and she didn't struggle. The victim was strangled by surprise with her own belt. Yeah, but she didn't even know it was coming.
The poor child must have been strangled with his braided belt. Unfortunately, in view of the fabric, it is unlikely that we will find any prints. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
What are the common points between the Andover murder and the one in Bexhill? Well, the ABC guide. The press does not know that the ABC guide was found in Andover. Oh. Letter announcing Bexhill's crimes. There are those two. The killer signs his crimes on the ABC guide. Are the crimes in Andover and Bexhill the work of the same murderer? Maybe the two murders were premeditated and were carried out by the same person. Yeah, because the press does not even know, so no one will be able to copycat.
The medical officer should confirm that the victim was strangled with her own belt.
That's what I thought. She shows the usual signs of strangulation.
With a little luck, we'll find prints this time.
You are too optimistic, Hastings. Our killer is far too meticulous for that.
I wonder if you can go into any of the bungalows. Maybe her key goes to one of them.
This hut is locked.
It's 6. Identify the victim, but first we're going to go to 987. It's upside down, but that's the one. No, I didn't want to. It's a 6. I want to drag it.
A dual locking padlock. I need to find the code and then insert a key.
Ah. We need a code. And the door number is wrong. There's nothing with the code on there.
Firstly, I have to remove the padlock.
So we don't know what the code is. Could be anything.
Firstly, I have to enter the padlock's code.
Use a clue.
The number is upside down. This is definitely at number 6.
What does that say? 7, 1. Seven, 1, 5. 7, 1, 5. So we'll try 7, 1, 5.
Firstly, I have to enter the padlock's code.
I did. 715. That's what it looks like. That's a 7. Is that not a 5? Let me see if it writes about the new victim. No. That looks like 7. I wonder what that is if it's not 7, 1. Not sure. Well, we know it's 7, 1 something. So we have to go back down. If it's not 5, we'll just try different numbers.
Firstly, I have to enter the padlock's code.
7, 1, 3.
Firstly, I have to enter the padlock's code.
We'll try different ones. 2.
Firstly, I have to enter the padlock's code.
We know it's not 1. So we'll try 6.
Firstly, I have to enter the padlock's...
Okay, so we'll try 7. So I cannot
Firstly,
tell
I have
that
to enter
last
the padlock's...
one. So then it's either 8 or 9. It could be 0.
Firstly, I have to enter the padlock's...
I know. Because we know it definitely says 7, 1.
Firstly, I have to enter the...
No, stop it. Maybe it's 0.
Firstly, I have to enter the...
I know I got the... So it's not... So weird. I don't understand. 7, 6. Seven, 6. So 7, 6. What would that be? That's what's stumping me. It's not an 8. And it's not a 9. See, it looks like 715. But in it, we tried 716. It could be 766. Let's try 766. No.
Firstly, I have to enter the padlock's code.
No. Or maybe it's 7, 1. I don't know. Trying to figure out what the code is.
The number is upside down. This is definitely at number 6.
Okay. And then what is hint? Here's a clue. Help. I cannot figure out that.
A dual locking padlock. I need to find the code and then insert a key.
Maybe the 7 has to go in there. I wasn't doing that. 7, 1, and we thought 5. I wasn't doing it correctly. That was the problem. And we'll pull that out, and so then we can get into the hut. Let's see what we can find in here. Betty's first day at work. Mom is very proud of you. Elizabeth Bernard. Ginger Cat Restaurant. Looks like she worked at Ginger Cat Restaurant.
Betty's first day at work. Mom is very proud of you. Elizabeth Barnard, 7 August 1931. So, the young lady did have a name starting with B, and she worked as a Ginger Cat, an establishment that must be slightly further along the beach.
What do we have written here? So she was Betty Bernard, 23 years old in Bexhill. She was a waitress at the Ginger Cat.
The purse is full. Yet again, we can dismiss theft as the motive for the murder.
So no theft.
Here is the watch she must have removed to prevent it from getting wet.
Why was she going swimming so
top-brand
late?
lipstick. She liked to take care of her appearance. As well as a
Even
photo
brown.
of the victim with some company. It could be useful to me. It definitely was here that the victim left her belongings.
So we found all of the stuff.
Jap has gone to the police. The victim has been identified and her family had reported her disappearance. She was called?
Elizabeth Barnard, mainly Betty. She worked as a Ginger Cat at the cafe slightly further along the beach.
But Poirot, how on earth?
Never mind. Do you have her address?
Yes, she lived with her parents on the street leading to the beach, number 22. Shall we go?
You are far too impatient, Hastings. Let the poor people take in the news first. Let us go and visit the cafe where Betty worked.
Yeah, let's go there. Let's check this. Go to Ginger Cat. So we're gonna go to the cafe restaurant. So let's see what we can learn from here.
I'll be with you in a minute, gentlemen.
So let's see what we can see in here.
This is a well-laid table. Nothing is out of place, and above all, no creases.
He likes to look at himself in the mirror. Inspect Betty's workplace.
Something tells me that she's the owner of the Ginger Cat.
Strict appearance. Red hair. Behind the counter.
This woman must be the owner of the Ginger Cat. It looks like something is bothering her.
How can I help you?
A hot chocolate and a tea for my friend, please.
I'll bring it straight away.
What a pity. I don't have any change to make it work.
Let's see what we can see behind the desk.
I need to know the time range during which Betty was working on her own. These are the different waiting staff's bills. Which ones were written by Betty? Where is Betty?
There's
Betty
Betty.
worked from 11 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. Would she have been alone at any time during her service? This page won't help me.
And let's look here. I'm going to look at Betty's handwriting. Betty writes like that.
This bill may have been written by Betty. There is probably another one.
So like that. Maybe this?
Most probably a family. No, something's not right. Betty was alone at just one of these two times.
What time is that? 2:35? And she worked from 11 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. Maybe this one?
This bill may have been written by Betty. There is probably another one. Betty wasn't serving on her own at these two times. Let's keep searching.
Oh, it was 11. She served at 11 and, what was it, 7? She served at 11 and 7:30. So she would have served... She would have served this one.
This bill may have been written by Betty. There is probably another one.
And maybe the 721?
Most probably a single man, a whiskey lover. Maybe the murderer? No, something's not right. Betty was alone at just one of these 2 times. Maybe I should consult the register again. I must be missing something. This bill may...
I know. Maybe it's these 2.
Betty wasn't serving on her own.
Betty was serving... Millie was from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. And then 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., 5 to 2. So after 5 p.m. she was alone. So I can look at anything after 5 p.m. 6:30?
Most probably a family. This bill may have been written by Betty. There is probably another one.
So 6:30 and 7:20 she would have been alone.
Most probably a single man, a whiskey lover. Maybe the murderer?
Yeah, those
Betty
2.
served a family and a man on his own, a whiskey drinker. Maybe the murderer. This information will help me to progress.
But, gentlemen, what are you doing?
We are searching for clues, mademoiselle. My name is Hercule Poirot. I am a detective, and this is Captain Hastings. Does Betty Barnard work here?
That is correct. She should have been here a while ago. Punctuality is the first rule of politeness.
I fear that Miss Barnard will not be coming today. She has just been found, dead, on the beach a few hundred meters from the cafe.
How awful. Poor young thing. What happened?
She appears to have been murdered.
This is most distressing. How this will affect my business, I shudder to think.
All she can care about is her business. Ask what she knows about Betty.
What can you tell us about Miss Barnard?
Nothing, absolutely nothing. Miss Barnard was my employee. Her private life was none of my business.
You did know at least that she had a young man.
Indeed.
Ask the man in the photo is her gentleman friend.
This photo was found. Is this him?
Yes, that's him all right. But I haven't seen him for some time.
After the relationship was going
Do
well.
you think there may have been some problems between them?
I'm not on those sort of terms with my staff. Now, please excuse me, I have work to do.
The customer who ordered the whiskey might provide us more information. He may have been the last one to see Betty alive.
It is an interesting idea, Hastings. Maybe he is a regular guest. What do you think, mademoiselle?
I don't think so. Our regular guests tend to order tea and cakes. At this time of the year, there are a lot of tourists about you never see again.
That's what I thought. Time to visit Betty's home.
Let's see the objective here in the book. She is the owner of the Ginger Cat. She doesn't know very much about her employees' private lives. That's what she says, and all she can hear about is her business. Betty. We don't know any more about Betty. And it says, go to Betty's house, number 22 on the High Street. I wanted to check this.
With all these tourists, these shops must be thriving.
Let's see what this says. It doesn't say anything. Okay, that's going to be it for this part. Please like, subscribe, and comment. And I will be hosting another part tomorrow. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys next time.